Greetings. Welcome
Hello.
to hello. Greetings. Welcome to another episode of our live series Ichi-go Ichi-e, a show where we discuss and share insights about growth, awareness, and self-improvement. The show is brought to you by Team Bertho and Youth Exchange South to South, aka Yes Girls Movement. I'm Famina Foyeshemonti, your host for the show. In our youth, most of us reach a crucial point in our lives where we have to choose our path, where academic and professional life can get in sync. Yes, we are talking about our higher education, measuring our financial status, potential sponsor, and most importantly, our choice of study. Some of us decide to continue our education in our respective countries, and some of us pursue going to another country to continue the respective level of learning, which could be undergrad or grad. Going to another country for education purposes can be quite hard than we realize. Given the fact that we have to settle in a completely new environment among strangers and far, far away from our family, friends, and our loved ones. So, to shed some light in today's topic, Roadmap to Study Abroad, we have our guest, Prang from Thailand. Following her impactful milestones in life, she is currently a master's student of Economic of Development at the Institute of Social Studies, Erasmus University, Rotterdam, Netherlands. So let's welcome her. Hi, Prang. Prang, can you hear me? You might.
Yeah, I mute
Okay.
my microphone. So hello
Okay.
everyone.
Hi,
I'm from
how are
Thailand.
you doing?
Yeah,
How are you
a
doing
bit.
today?
Yeah, it's the weather is like getting colder now, so I'm a bit freezing maybe.
Okay. So, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself? I mean, you had led an impactful life, and I think the ones who are watching us would love to know about a little bit. So, why don't you give us a little introduction, please?
Sure. Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Chomprang Prang Wongrusmeeduan and my nickname is Prang. I'm from Thailand and currently I am a master's student at the Institute of Social Studies or ISS at Erasmus University, Rotterdam in The Hague, the Netherlands. Yeah, before this, I used to be a teacher in high need school for 2 years under Teach for Thailand fellowship program. And after that, I got a scholarship from the government. So I joined them as a government officials. Uh, and I did the research, some research about the auditing SDGs. SDG is the Sustainable Development Goals that initiated by the UN. Yeah, and after I worked for almost 3 years with the government, so it's time to go abroad now. So that's why I am here in the Netherlands for studying my master. Yeah, and that's the short version of my biography.
Thank you very much, Prang. So now we're gonna get to the session, the topic you're gonna discuss about today. So I'm completely handing the spotlight and the reins onto you, and you can direct it the way you want.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I have to say first that I'm not an expert of like studying abroad, it's like, and I'm so exciting because this is like my first life in English. Okay, so let me start. So I will talk about the roadmap to study abroad. Uh, and I believe that everyone have their own dreams. So just ask yourself like, what do you want to do, so that in the last day of your life you not regret not doing it. For me, one of my dream is to study abroad. Why? Because I think I want to connect to the world. I want to be a global citizen. I don't want to be just a Thai citizen. Yeah. And as I told you that I'm not an expert in studying abroad, so I will just share about 3 or 4 things that I consider before I'm making a decision. And if you were interested in studying abroad like me, maybe it's benefit you in some way. Not okay. So for the first one, I think you should ask about yourself. You should ask yourself, what is the motivation? Why you need to study abroad? Like there are so many reasons in the world, and like of course, no one have like the same reasons. Why study abroad is really means to you. Why not study in your home country? I was just to share my experience. Like for example, for me, I want to study abroad because I want to explore the world. I want to learn from the people with the different backgrounds so that I could get their perspectives in the different ways. And yeah, as I told you before, I want to be become one of the global citizens. So I hope that this experience will give me a lot. And since I am working in the development field, so it's like working in the development fields means you need connections. Like whether you work in the national organization or international organizations, I always have like some friends who know each other very well, like in some of the organization within the same field. So I think this world is very small in this field, and that's why I want to connect to all of that. And studying abroad will bring all of that to me. So this is just my opinion. And also, when you study abroad, it's like not just about studying. You need to prepare yourself well, and you can learn from like many perspectives, not just studying, but you need to manage your time well. You need to travel. You need to talk with friends, have friends. You need to learn the survival skills like how to cook, how to take care of yourself, and so many things. And I think it's worth learning, and it makes you to be like more perfect. So studying abroad for me is like more than just study. It's totally different from studying just in your home country. And that's why I think you need to ask yourself first that what is your motivation to study abroad. And next, after you know exactly that you want to pursue your study abroad, and then you need to make a decision. You need to prepare yourself very well. You have to decide that where you want to study, in which country, in which university, or in which sector, in which course that you're interested in. For how you choose which university is also depends on your preference and also the country as well. Is it's like this decision may change yourself forever. For example, I will just like talk about my own experience that why I choose the Netherlands to study my master. For me, as I told you, I want to make a connections. So I'm looking for the diversity of the class. I want to go to the university that provide me the people that provide me the opportunity to meet the people from the different backgrounds and as much as possible. And I choose Europe because actually I used to be an exchange student in Austria back in university year when I was younger, and I feel in love with Europe. I think it's diverse and it's very easy to travel to many countries around that area, and also I meet like very very nice friends, like so many of them I learned so much from them. So I just like it inspired me during that time that I want to come back to study my master somewhere in Europe again. And yeah, since I have an interest in the development fields, and I found out that the ISS Institute of Social Studies is quite famous about this field. And one of the first priority that I consider is that it gives me the diversity uh, many people call it the mini UN. Yeah, it's like, yeah, many people around the world from many continents, they just gather here together in ISS, and we learn with each other. Yeah, so for the first for the things that I want first is checked because of the diversity, and next because it's in Europe. Yeah, so it's like perfectly fit my preference, and also the course that I just like go through the 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 description of some courses, and I found it very interesting. Yeah, so yeah, I choose this. And also about the cultures and languages, since it's like very diverse, so I hope that I can learn a lot both in Dutch language and also the cultures, like European cultures. And yeah, and that's the criteria that I make before I I make some decision about the university or the course that I want to pursue. Also, I recommend you to just like see like as much as you can about the course and the university, and then maybe you select like the top three that you most interested, and compare them very carefully, because each choice of the university or the course that you make may totally change your life forever, and you never know that maybe it's become like the turning point of your life. And yeah, so I just like want to suggest everyone that maybe you just like think about it carefully. Yeah, so finally for me, I made the decision to study in the Netherlands, and yeah, I just compare and I choose like top three. I choose top three of mine, which consists of the Scotland, Sweden, and the Netherlands. And finally, I made the decision to go to the Netherlands. And also, yeah, and this is like for the second one that I consider. For the last one, I mean like the last one, I think many people who are from like the countries like me, for example, I'm from Thailand. I have some issues about English because I'm not very like have a confidence on English. So I think, but it should not be a barrier for me to study abroad. If you guys who are watching this and you have the concern about your English, I want to say that you shouldn't make it to interfere your dreams, because language barrier is like just a tiny thing. Yeah, so um, and also like maybe I just want to share some tips that I practice with my English, because I have so strong motivation to study abroad, right? And I feel like, yeah, I always speak Thai. Maybe my English is not that good, but so how can I like manage myself to live abroad alone, like with no Thai at all? Yeah. So, but you need to have like very strong motivation toward your studying abroad first, and then after that, the language barrier is not a problem anymore, because you will practice quite a lot to achieve your goal to study abroad. I will just share like some tips that I think is maybe useful for you guys. Yeah, for the first one, I think you should think in English. Like for me, it sounds weird, but I just like think and talk with myself in English almost all the time before I come here. Like I just want to practice it, but I don't have anyone whom can I speak to. So I just like speak with myself, like in front of the mirror or whatever, and think in English. Think about if someone asks you this question, what should you answer them properly, like in English, something like that. It's kind of like doing the English test, like in speaking part. But I think it's very work for me. Like I used to do that, and until now I still like keep practice that, and it's really like make me to have like more confidence toward English. Also, yeah, you need to be out of comfort zone. Don't be afraid of like living alone abroad, because I used to be that girl who just like freak out, like, oh, how can I live with myself abroad alone and speak only English, no Thai? And yeah, but I think that you need to practice it. You Because like one day you need to grow up, and then you have to like go out of your family anyway. So this is like the good start to practice yourself. And yeah, be out of your comfort zone. I think, um, for example, if I just want to make some example, maybe is you see it's clearer. For example, maybe you are pushed to be in the river, and then you cannot swim, and you have to swim because you need to be survive. So you have to try so hard at that time to swim, and then after you get back to the land, and then you feel like, okay, I'm survived, and then you will look back, and then you see that, oh, actually I can swim. Yeah, and you have like more English. You need to survive in this foreign country.
Prang, can you hear me? Prang, I'm sorry for interrupting, but I think your network is glitching a little bit. So would you mind reconnecting? I hope uh, Prang, I hope we can catch Prang as soon as possible. And I hope it's not my network that's been glitching all along, because that would be really, really bad. I think we're gonna get Prang very soon. Very soon. I hope what she said and shared as an insight for you all and for us all really helped, because no matter what our dreams and what we pursue to learn from our lives, sometimes these little fears, these little insecurities, they stop us from having or pursuing those dreams, even though it's something that actually paves what we want to be and how we see ourselves. So no matter what, just pursuing our dreams and being brave enough to do so, and working on our little insecurities or our little drawbacks, so that that doesn't get the worst of us, is something commendable. And what Prang shared with us is something that is going to help a lot of us. I'm sure, and I'm sure that we're going to get Prang very soon. uh, it's just it's this funny thing that today we were supposed to come into live, at like 9:30 p.m. Bangladeshi time. But suddenly my Wi-Fi started glitching, so I had to be late. And when I came, and I came to know that Prang's internet has been glitching all along as well. So, oh, we got Prang again. Hi, I'm really excited. I just thought that Prang, can you hear me? Oh boy. Um, so so now, oh, Prang is here again. Yes. Hi, Prang. Glad to have you back. We're glad to have you back. Can you hear me? Um, I can hear little noises. I hope she can hear me. Uh, the internet is really not in our favor today. We would love to know Prang's insight about so many things. And I've seen already that PRCS Tan had already commented that she loves the example about learning to swim that Prang used in order to teach us how to get over our insecurities and fears and the facts that we don't know about. And someone really, and these cool examples that Prang you came up with, we would really learn to know more about that. Can you hear me, Prang? Am I not?
Hello.
Am I the inaudible one now?
Yeah,
Prang,
do
can
you
you?
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, finally.
We're really glad
What
to have you
happened
back.
with my- Yeah, I try like I just open like 3 devices at the same time so that like if this one is stuck, so I just change.
The example you used right before the internet started glitching, the one about learning to swim, and someone really loved it. Her name
Okay,
is
so that's
PR.
my friend.
But she loved it. She loved it, and I loved it too. So
Thanks.
Prang, you were in the middle. You were in the middle of something, and the internet interrupted. So, would you please
Okay,
continue your speech?
sorry for that. Okay, sure. So I think I'm talking about like practicing English, like yeah, and I talk about like I just compare it with the situation when you push into the water and then you cannot swim, but finally you be survive after like struggling swimming. But after that you have more confidence that okay, you can swim finally. At least the same as in English. If you practice hard, maybe you struggle at first, but you push into the and you push yourself into the environment that there are no Thai at all. For example, myself, and then I have to survive, like just talk in English, and finally I have more confidence because finally I survive with my English. Yeah, and just that, because English is just a tool of the communication. So I just want to share up that if you're not confident with English, it shouldn't be like obstruct your dream to studying abroad. Yeah, and that's the point that I want to make. Yeah, and we almost like at the end of the section actually. And then I will open the floor if you would just want to ask me, so that's fine. And but last but not least for me, I think the most important thing is that you need to embrace the new opportunity. If you got a chance to do like the new things, don't think that you cannot do it. So because you never know that which experience in your life will like totally change your life forever maybe, and also change your belief. So be prepared and then open-minded, and I recommend that you should grab the new opportunity that maybe you think that you cannot do at first, but if you grab it and then you try hard and finally you can do, so it would be like a great experience in your life. and also to embrace the new opportunity, also like a stepping stone, to unlock your potential, because after that, like you have so much potential to do something, and just like keep open-minded and learn from the new experience. Yeah, so these are all three steps that I just consider when I make a decision to study abroad. And that's answer the questions that why studying abroad is quite different from studying in home country for me. I hope that like many of you maybe like grab something and maybe it's benefit you guys, like last but not least. And thank you for having me here.
Thank you very much, Prang. And all the insights and the advices that you shared with us were actually very helpful, because the ones that you told us were is going to the ones who want to study abroad are going to nudge us for inward changes that's going to let them overcome their fear so that they can pursue their dream. So now we're going to go to the question answer sections for the ones who are watching, and anyone who has questions for Prang, you can ask it in the comment section. So our first question is from Samia Momo. She asked you, when were you determined to study abroad? Was it since your childhood or not?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so thanks for the question. Actually, when I determined to study abroad, it's like I have to talk about my own experience again. That actually I'm not the one who is very keen on English. So, but I have a dream that I want to be an exchange student when I was in the university year, maybe the year 3. And I want that. I think that one of the things that I need to do is I have to practice English. Yeah, so I practice so hard, and it's the turning point, during that exchange year. Finally, I passed the exams, and then I I got to be an exchange student in Austria in Europe. No kangaroo, Austria, for 1 year, for 1 year, and then it's actually it's like the turning point of my life. I did I is the experience that ignite my dream to study abroad since then. And after I came back to Thailand, I just keep visualize myself to be in Europe again for studying for my master. Like for whatever, I need to go back. I need to study there again. And I think that's the start point. And yeah, so I make it clear that I really want to go abroad again for studying. So it's not like I didn't think that I will go abroad since very, very, very young age. But yeah, maybe during when I was in the university year. Mm-hmm.
I guess that answers your question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she asked another question, that which country do you prefer most to study? You already shared that you already studied in 3 countries. So,
Okay.
what are your opinions here?
Okay. So the 3 countries that I shared with you before is like just the top 3, and I have to decide only one for one of these 3. Which country I prefer the most is, yeah, I'm in the Netherlands. So the country I prefer most to study is the Netherlands.
Where you are
Um,
right now?
yeah, I am here right now. It's about to start, but it's not start yet, so I cannot share the experience here. Yeah, but I just open to all opportunities that I can. The top 3 university that I have before I make the decision are: first is Glasgow University in Scotland, and the second one is Lund University in Sweden, and the last one is ISS in the Netherlands. But finally, like I compare them carefully, 3 of them, and finally I go for ISS. Yeah, as I told you, because of the diversity, because I like the course, it's very interesting, and also I love to study in in mainland Europe, not in the UK, because I got a chance to like travel a lot because it's quite easy to travel.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so finally I go for the Netherlands.
wow. Really, that's an incredible answer. I want to add a little bit in here. So when you were pursuing to go to Austria, what were your options back then, and what led you to choosing Austria as
You
your
mean the
university?
exchange?
Yeah, as your
Yeah.
exchange student,
Okay.
exchange program.
The exchange year, right? Okay. So I have to say that actually during my third year back then, my home university have a contact with with the university like around the world, and we can choose from that list. Yeah, and I choose Austria because, as I told you, I want to go to Europe because it's easy to travel a lot, and yeah. But during that time, this is like the only things that I concern to travel, because as an exchange student, it's not like studying is not like very hard, unlike in master degree, So I choose Austria among all of the list that I have. Yeah,
Okay, thank you
just
very
that,
much.
and because they have like the exact name of the university already, so just only one choice.
Yeah, that was a very nice answer coming from you. Mushidul Alam Punya is asking you, what does the world need according to you? Wow, that's deep. So I mentioned earlier that one of the main reasons why you chose to pursue studying abroad, other than your respective country, or other than Thailand, was you wanted to become a global citizen. But I don't think that there's anyone better than you to ask this question to.
I
Uh, I think Prang's network is glitching again, unfortunately. Prang, we are having trouble a little bit hearing you. So would you mind reconnecting again? Uh, so Prang's gonna be here very soon among us, and anyone who wants to ask Prang any question, you can. As you can see, that Prang is just like any of us in this country, and there's not much difference because as she shared with us that are her own setbacks regarding her ability in the language, which is English. She was not very keen in it, but she overcome that fear and she pursued her study because she wanted to be a global citizen. That is commendable, and so you can see that she's not very different from any of us, because I think like I'm sorry, I shouldn't say such that I think uh, as we can see that we all have certain hopes and dreams, and sometimes the setbacks they give us a little nudge in the backward, and we think that we're making a fair enough or a wise enough choice by taking steps back. But as you can see, that Prang had chosen this life to be a global citizen, and she has chosen Austria and then Netherlands respectively, so that she could travel, because Europe is a great place for traveling. So I think we can all learn a lot from Prang already. Uh, and I'm sure, and I really hope that she's going to be here soon enough. So anyone who wants to ask her any question, you can. And I'm not going to lie, I also have a lot of questions for her. So we really hope that she joins us. And she's going to be joining us any minute. The internet is really not in our favor today, unfortunately. I hope the ones who are watching this live on Facebook, your internet is favorable to you, because I really don't know if it's a problem in the whole. It shouldn't be a problem everywhere, but So let's see. Let's see what questions we have. We have gotten a lot of questions already. There's Tahsin Tasnim, and there is Tahsin Tasnim has asked the recent most questions. So anybody who has any questions regarding her lifestyle, how she's settling in Netherlands, you guys can come up front and ask. Guys can ask anything which is regarded to the topic, obviously. And I'm sure Prang would love to answer our questions today. And she's here. It's like on cue. Welcome back.
Hopefully that I can. Sorry for that. Oh, the internet is so poor today due to the weather.
Understandable. So we are going to get back to the question that you were about to answer. That was, what does the world need according to you?
Mhm.
And I think you're the perfect person to ask that question because you already shared what you want, that you want to be a global citizen. So you definitely have some set of subsets of goals and motives to achieve. I think you're gonna give us some. I mean, I think I'm really excited to know what you have to say and to answer this question.
What does the world need according to me? Okay, let me think about it. Do you have like the specific questions? Like,
No, you can say about anything. It's mostly probably philosophical. I don't know, or you could say something material too. Like if you could say we need flying cars right now. That's cool too. Anything you want to say, anything you think that the world needs right
mm-hmm. I think the world need the people who have like the who have like the open, the open mindset. I don't know, but it's like after the years that I have worked with like the government and with like so many people, I think the first like about the mindset. If you think that you really want to
now. The network is probably glitching again due to the weather. Ron, can you hear me? I'm sure she was giving such a great answer. I mean, just from the beginning, you can see. And the weather is glitch, and due to the weather, the network is probably glitching again. Um, so I guess Prang's network is not really in our favor today. So we're gonna just take the one last questions after Mukhibul's question. We're just gonna take what Tasnim has asked, and then we're gonna wrap up the session for today. We would really be glad if we could include all of your questions that you wanted to ask today to Prang. But unfortunately, I guess we just have to wrap this up quite quickly. So let's just hope that when Prang comes back, the network shows its mercy upon us. I mean, what else could we say? So, so first of all, I just wanna give a quick Prang's back again.
Yeah, okay. So did I answer the question?
Yeah, we caught the introduction from your answer, but we couldn't really get to the explanation where you were really getting to the interesting part. We unfortunately missed that.
Okay, so which point that I make, like until when, like I said that I think the world need the people with the open mind, the open mindset. Like they are ready to push themselves to maybe explore to the world, and also like ready to relearn all the time, and like they believe that they have potential to do the big things, and also to develop themselves to be better person, and believe that like they can help the world. um, the world also need the people who don't think that they are too small to do something. Yeah, so for me it's like everything is about mindset. Mm-hmm.
That's a brilliant question. That the world needs to have people with brave mindset so that they can just come up front and they can challenge their setbacks so that they
Yeah,
can actually do something for themselves, for their community, and for the world. Thank you very much. That
yes,
was a great answer. So
thanks.
we're gonna take this last question. I'm sure people have a lot of things to ask you, but we really have to get sync on with the nature of today's weather.
Yeah,
So
sure.
the Tahsin Tasnim asked, "What are you loving the most about Netherlands?"
Okay, so actually I just arrived here for like a week. Yeah, and 5 days passed. I just be in quarantine. Yeah, so I
Wow.
just got an opportunity to be out of my room just yesterday. So but the things I love is like almost everything in the Netherlands actually, because it's so different from my home country. Like we all know that we are from Asian countries, like so the weather is very hot, but the weather here is like is it's like very very fresh, and also not that hot, so it's a bit cold. I like it. I don't know about others, but yeah, the weather here is like you can breathe like the fresh air, and it's like
Wow.
no PM 2.5 at all.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
also not just about the weather, but the people are so nice, I think. They like not smile, but I know that they had like heartwarming. And is it still there?
Yeah, you were asking something, Fran?
Do you
Oh boy, God. I think we're missing Prong again. I'm really sorry to the ones that are watching, but if there's literally little we can do, and this is something that actually shows us how vulnerable we are to the nature. Prang just said that due to the weather and it's been raining, the network is has not been on our favor. So she she's keeping she's she has to reconnect it over and over again because the networks keeps glitching. So we're really sorry to the ones that are watching. It sure can be annoying, but it's something that we can really control because we are really vulnerable to the nature of our environment and atmosphere. So there's like little one can do. So I'm sorry for the ones who might get a bit restless, and I really hope that even though Prong's answer, when they hit their most interesting point and we really get into what she's saying, because she has a cool demeanor, but she has a lot of great things to say, and we've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. I'm sure you guys have learned a lot too. And every time her answer gets to a very interesting point, we keep messing her. So that's a shame. I'm sorry to the ones who are watching, but I'm glad. I hope that you are enjoying the session nonetheless, as you have enjoyed our other episodes before. And if it's the first time that you're watching an episode of Ichi-go Ichi-e, I'd like to say that you check out our other episodes as well. And we have Prong back once again. Hope this time for the better. It's loading. Let's just wait for a minute. Calmly. Prong, can you hear me? It's a little frozen. I hope you're not angry or annoyed.
Okay.
I'm sorry for. I know it must be annoying for you too, because you have to keep reconnecting over and over again. So I'm really sorry and empathetic to your situation.
No, this is my apology. This is my apology. Don't take it yours.
So you've said that
Is
you've
it?
been in quarantine for the past week, for the past 5 days. So
Yeah.
how are you doing now? Like, are you well, like mentally and physically? Like, are they taking care of you well enough?
Actually, it's like brilliant because I feel like home now here in the
Wow.
Netherlands, just in my room. Yeah, because I don't feel like very lonely because I have like many activities to do. Actually, I'm a blogger. I also have interest in like do some blogs and also search for the information about my university and some stuff like that. And also the university is very nice. They like just give me all food during the quarantine for free. Yeah,
Wow.
for all
That is
meals.
very nice.
Yeah, that's very
That is
nice. And
great.
also they give me like the kitchenware and like all the necessary things, and I didn't expect that. Yeah, everything is in the room already. And also because the weather is nice, so I just like open the window and then just breathe some fresh air. That's enough for me. So I think, yeah, it's perfect. I love here. Yeah,
Wow,
and
that's
I
amazing.
got a chance to just go out from my room. I just went yesterday, like to the city center, and that was the first day that I just really touched the city of the Netherlands, and very nice. Yeah, I love the buildings, the architectures, and also the people are lovely, and there is no traffic jam at all, and the city is very well organized. They have the bicycle lanes, like most of the people there, they just like cycling. They don't drive that much. Yeah, so there is no traffic jam, and yeah, also the buildings and the shops are like well organized. I love the city plan, and yeah, maybe that's
Wow.
most of the things that I can say.
So as you have all heard, that anyone who wants to study or want to go to Netherlands for any purpose, it's a great place to be. Just like Frank said, I always wanted to visit Amsterdam because of the culture, personally, and now the environment of Rotterdam seems great too. Uh, and so I hope anybody who wants to visit or to go to study in Netherlands, you have enough nudge or inspiration or interesting facts that Prang has shared with us. Thank you very much, Prang. Is there anything you wanted to add?
For now,
Yeah.
maybe I just want to say that because I have to talk about the topic, the roadmap to study abroad, like, and I'm not the expert of studying abroad, so I would just want to share.
Prang is gonna be here with us shortly, which it's a lie that I've said a lot
Yes.
of times.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say that these are all my experience, but I believe that everyone have their own dreams. And if you are considering about studying abroad, I hope that this session will help you, like, last but not least. And I just want to share up that you can do it. You just have a dream, and then you have motivation and push yourself toward it. The language barrier is not the problems for you anymore if you have like the strong passion and also the motivation to do something. Yeah, so just like cheer up, everyone.
Thank you very much. And I think this is great too, because this is what Team Breath actually works for. Team Breath works for this individual experiences and the wisdoms they share. So I know that if we went to someone with an agency or an organization like Connect Japan, they'd share us a lot of information, logistical information. But what you've shared was your true experiences, and which actually helped people connect with you more. That is incredible. So thank you very much for being here. I hope you had a good time today, or how did you like today's session? How did you like today's session? That's something that I wanted to ask. Um, Parang is gonna be here again because she's been persistent and she's here. Yes, God, she's here. Parang, can you hear me? So,
Okay,
Parang, how did you like?
I hope
How
that
did you like
everyone
today's
hear
session?
what I said before.
Yeah, they did. They did, and they really
Yes,
liked what you
I
said, and hopefully. And how did you like today's session? How did you like connecting with people from Bangladesh and from other parts of the world?
me, right?
Although, yeah, I mean, yeah, you.
Okay, so first I must say that uh after I know Team Bertho, right? Am I said the right word? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I have to say that they have very good attention, like on the development and also like to gather the people with the storytelling, and I'm very impressed. I think it's very useful for the people and also for the youth who are like looking for the things to inspire them, and I think I got inspired from this page as well. So that's why I just like accept to be a speaker today. But actually, you have to know me well that I'm not the person who do something like this. And this is also my first life in English. I don't have any
That's an
confidence,
honor.
both English and also like, yeah. But I
That's an
know
honor
that they
then.
have good attention. So I just want to do it. Like, yeah, finally I accept to be a speaker here today.
Thank you. That's a great to hear, and it's such an honor that even though you don't do it usually, you came at our request, and that makes me feel very happy. And so, thank you very much for being here. It was such an honor and such an incredible experience for me personally, and the ones who watched us from the beginning to the end. And to the viewers who are watching, thanks for staying with us. Thanks for listening to us. And I hope what Prang said today and the insight she shared, I hope that helped you,
I
and that's gonna help you in future as well. Prang, do you wanna add something? Or you wanted to say something? Uh, I guess no. Um, Prang, do you want to say something? You attempted to say something. just a while ago.
Yeah, I hear you, but the voice is shaking.
Oh, is my network glitching now? Oh boy, today internet is really
I
not
finish
in our
word
favor.
already.
Sorry, did I interrupt? Oh boy,
Yeah, a bit.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Would you please say it again? I'm really sorry. I did not mean to interrupt. Is that the answers are cutting up? So
Okay, so I hope you hear like my last word.
yeah, I heard that I could interrupt. I interrupted you. So
Oh
would you
no, no,
say
no.
that again?
No,
Oh,
no. I think I finished my word already. But I just want to say thank you, like to
oh,
Team Bertho and also you.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, very nice. And you make like the conversation for me is like it make me more relaxed. So I have no stress, even though it's my first live session. So thank you very much. And this is like the challenge for me to be out of my comfort zone too. So I think
Wow.
I just did my job.
You did it wonderfully, and thank you for such a sweet comment. And I'm really happy that I could make you feel relaxed. So, as everyone you've heard, that Prang's first life was today, and she got out of her comfort zone, and she gave us almost 1 hour of her time, and she connected with us. So it's not really hard for you. I mean, it is hard, definitely, but it's something you can do. If you can be brave enough, we can get out of our comfort zone and we can do something that we wanted to do despite of our setbacks. So I hope what we talked about today really helped you, and we'll see you again on our next session. So goodbye, Prang. Have a nice day, and we hope to stay connected. And everyone who's been watching us, the same to you too. Goodbye. Have a great day. Have a great week or whatever, and we hope to stay connected. Thank you very much.
Yeah, goodbye and thank you very much too. Bye.